Oh boy, let's talk about the World War III news. Stuff is getting crazy out there, ain't it? Wow. So what we see here is tens of thousands of people protesting in DC to end the Gaza havoc that's going on right now. They're calling for a ceasefire. Some people are with the Palestine, some people are with Israel, as people know. We also got footage of Ukraine getting a bullseye on a Russian ship. Look at this.
Справа, слева, везде, ёп. Вон, блин, на залив. Ахуй. Вон залив подорвали, залив. На заливу ебашь. Ты смотри, какой звук. Оно по кругу, оно везде. Еб. Да, ты посмотри.
Crazy times. We also have Israel intercepting a cruise missile in this one. And then it should just go pow. We had someone also try to drive through the gates at a nuclear facility. Check this out.
County Sheriff's Office. Around 8 o'clock last night, a white man driving a silver 2002 Toyota Camry drove through the gate here at the Oconee Nuclear Station and then through some barriers that security set up. After that, he backed up and drove down a dirt road, driving through a fence and then attempting to hit security officers heading him off. The driver then made his escape, pulling off on a piece of property on Old Jones Mill Road where shots were fired. Now, detectives say they now believe a property owner might have fired those shots. We do know this exact driver and vehicle were caught on the station's property just about an hour before all of this. They were also told to leave. Now,
I told people to get ready for stuff like this. More sabotage, more craziness, more violence. Whether it's from us or people that might be after us. Then we had the Hezbollah speech, which was huge, by the way. He started to say that Israel is using the United States fleet as their ultimate power and pretty much saying without the United States, Israel is a nothing, just like they lost the wars in the past. They also said they were ready for a wider war in the region and to face off against U.S. ships, which is something I said I was pretty worried about what the United States would do if an aircraft carrier or destroyer or frigate went down. But anyways, listen to this.
A dire need for the U.S. fleets to navigate to the Mediterranean for military and psychological support. Where is your fleet? Where is your warplanes? Where is the invincible army of Israel, the mightiest in the region? Where is all that?
All possibilities on the Lebanese front are open. We are ready for any possibility. The resistance missions and the blood of those martyred tell the enemy thinking of attacking Lebanon or thinking of doing a preemptive strike against Lebanon that you will be making the most stupid mistake.
The crazy part is when we always have a problem going on overseas and with Russia, because we know Russia just had a problem too, then we forget about China. So let's talk about China.
We've probably all been so focused on what's going on in Israel with Hamas and the threat of the expanding war with Hezbollah to the north and what's happening with all of these rebel groups in Syria. But has anyone been looking at what China has been doing? 43 planes, 7 ships near Taiwan as we speak. Maybe they're seizing on the notion that maybe we're preoccupied, or the world is. Gordon Chang is probably the most remarkable people to read China that I know of in my years doing this job. Glad to have him back, the Gatestone Institute Senior Fellow, author of China is Going to War. He leaves no doubt just to the title. Gordon, great to have you. So what do you make of what they're doing? I mean, this is more than provocative behavior. This is something that's almost a daily occurrence.
Yes, and it's not just Taiwan, Neil. What we saw, for instance, at the end of October with regard to the Philippines in the South China Sea, Scarborough and Second Thomas Shoals got very close to war. Matter of fact, President Biden on October 25th actually had to speak from the podium at the White House and warn China that we were prepared to use force against Beijing to defend the Philippines.
We were willing to use force. So force on Russia, force on China, force on Iran, force on North Korea. There's a lot of talk going around. I mean, this is something you would call a world war, my friends. Anyways, a statement from Hezbollah today: we are ready to face your fleet. Whoever want to prevent a regional war, this is addressed to the Americans, must quickly stop the aggression on Gaza. Your fleet in the Mediterranean do not scare us. We are ready to face the fleet that you threaten us with. This is coming as a second aircraft carrier has now entered into the Mediterranean. Now, since the investigation, they are saying that Russia is using fishing vessels to damage NATO infrastructure and that they have since 2022 and even 2021 before the war. As this year we have Finland, Estonia, and Sweden. Back in January 7, 2022, there was a situation that happened with Svalbard. Their cables were severed and there was only a Russian vessel in the area at that time. The UK is now saying that Russia is ready to take heavy losses, meaning they might step up in this war. Russia just tested their new nuclear submarine missile, the Bulava missile. This one was a success, but apparently one that they did on November 1st was a failure. The United States also tested the Minuteman III missile a couple of days ago as well. We have Taiwan saying that they're ready to fight an invasion against China. So, I mean, everyone's just ready at this point. Everything's brewing off. Let's just continue to see what happens from here. Much love, guys, and as always, more news next.